You are watching Celebrating Pulpit. We are the biggest platform ever. I had you know what to think more. We celebrate it now. We need more money. Near more common emra more some. A bit more communia memu. I'm more anya papabium. A bit more conia memu more break it through. Until we show way dear. Said the tea biara. Ube shia bibi. Midinya ede Maame Grace na wo hye Celebrity Pulpit mama menje enkrato kakra efri maboafo ho geisha soup meba biom sesia.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
Introducing new Sunlight 2-in-1. It gives you burst after burst after burst of long-lasting freshness. New Sunlight 2-in-1 for burst after burst of long-lasting freshness.
Nivea Black and White deodorant protects me and my favorite outfit. That's why I feel confident and free. With 5-in-1 anti-formula, I stay fresh and protected for 48 hours. And my clothes stay stain-free. Nivea Black and White anti-stain deodorant. Try it. Nivea's 5-in-1 anti-action formula and 48-hour protection is also available for men.
Imagine that this is you and this is your taxi. You can go wherever you want in it. Imagine that taxis are affordable because now they are. Order a ride via Yango.
And celebrating no you're one of the prettiest. Minjin this a Ghana for the man wash nipa bi asen ne da so gina ne nan so ne ho odin chembo. And then oba be ka ba bi free ya nea wakom ba bi a wabedru gidi a wo ne de wo nanim. Enti ene de me friend one of the prettiest. Yes, na ono abeka na sema ma wahu no. Ye nyina yemfa nsemo kese enhira ye nua ba Abena Korkor.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to be here. I've been born a Christian all my life. I'm a Christian all my life, a Methodist, and I don't know the number of times I have been doing my duty of evangelism. And today, I'll take this opportunity to do my duty, the due diligence of the work I should have been doing like all my life. So today, thank you for this opportunity that I start my proper evangelism. And before I start, I will sing one of my favorite Methodist hymns. It's a favorite of my mom. It's a favorite of my late auntie, Mrs. Grace Loco, wherever she is. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Simply trust in every day, trusting through the stormy way, even when my faith is small, trust in Jesus, that is all. Trust Him as the moments fly. Trust Him as the days go by. Trust in Him, whatever That is all. In all I have been through, in all my family has been through, in all those that love and care for me have been through, if we didn't have trust in God or faith in God, we wouldn't have been here today. I wouldn't have been here today. I know there were times that I forgot that God existed. There are times where I called on to Him that, why me? Are you even my Father? Are you even my God? Why am I going through all these things? Things that I didn't plan for, things that I never knew I would be associated with. But God works in mysterious ways. I didn't plan what I'm going to say today. I've just been sitting down and telling Him, God, give me a word. Give me a word that is going to heal someone who is broken. Give me a word that will also heal me. Give me a word that will fulfill my purpose and what I have to do on earth. On this day, before I start, let me just say a word of prayer so that He guides and leads me. Heavenly Father, my Creator, Father of the universe, you created me. You orchestrated everything till this day. And I know that you brought me here. May your word flow through me. May your spirit dwell within me. Don't let it be what I would say, but what you want me to say to your people. I thank you and I glorify your holy name. Amen. Abena is my name. I was born on a Tuesday, 30th January 1990, and I'm proudly 31 years old. What did I aspire to be when I was young? I think when I was 12, I really wanted to be a gynecologist. So maybe I've been fascinated by the reproductive organ through it all. Maybe I will pursue that or not. But now I've been doing mental health work. I've been doing plus-size fashion. They call me a media personality because I've once worked at a media station before, but I never thought I would do anything in journalism or media. I am an Aquarius, 30th January, and Oprah Winfrey is 29th January. She's always been one of my virtual mentors. And she went through a lot growing up. She was raped at 9, had a child. I think she lost her child. She's never been married. She was abused by the father and other men in her life. She's been through it all. My story is not the same, but I think she went through trauma, she went through pain, and I have experienced the same. And whatever she went through, that is what propelled her career. Oprah is able to identify with people's pain, identify with people who are vulnerable, who are sidelined because she was that person herself. I might not be as big as Oprah. I don't even want to be exactly as her, but she inspires me a lot. I am Nana Abena Korkor. I will live the journey of Nana Abena Korkor. I have been through pain, I have been through sorrow. And I won't take any of it back, even though there are so many times that I've asked God, why? There were times where I did not recognize myself because I never thought Nana Abena Korkor would be a homewrecker, would be somebody that will cause chaos, would be somebody that will be noted for, something indecent, something that is not synonymous to what a typical Ghanaian woman should be. And all these things happened to me. I always saw in my life at St. Paul, in my life at Abri Girls, I've always been a leader. I have always been someone my teachers would go like, oh, watch her, she's doing so well. Go to her, let her advise you. Then I'm running for SRC presidency at the University of Cape Coast. And then I wake up one morning and I just let's hell loose. And it continued. Not 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. People that I was supposed to connect with to do something profitable with. The devil found his own way to destroy those connections. But God in his own wisdom, God in his own purpose is going to redirect me, has restructured and redirected my path. I should be somewhere wallowing, I should be somewhere crying. But I have so much joy within me. I would say I was lost. I was wandering. I lost my focus. I lost my purpose. In recent times, the story is different. I am prayerful than I have ever been in my life. I feel God talk to me ever more than I've ever been in my life. I'm not saying I'm a saint, that I don't drink alcohol or I don't listen to worldly music. No, I am still human, but I feel more connected to God now. I don't know what you are going through right now. I don't know what you have done. Are you a mother? Are you a father? Are you a husband? Are you an employer? And there's someone that you have so much faith in and the person is derailing? I don't know how you see me, but just look at me. I might not be as grand as you want me to be, but I know God is working within me. He's restructuring me. He has shown me where he's taking me to. I know I will not be noted for what people have known me for these past 5 years, in the next 5 years. Have faith. Don't lose focus. You, the one who is not going through the storm. Please, if there are people around you that are derailing, that are going through the storm, don't give up on them. I want you to be like my mother. My mother is continually praying for me. She's continually fasting for me. And there was a point in my life where I was asking God, I've never wanted to be a homewrecker, but that is what I have become now. Would I ever even have a home of my own? Would I even ever have a man to understand me, a man that will stay by me? I was asking God that now. I'm not married yet, but to the glory of God, I have someone in my life. I don't know if he's going to be my husband or not, but he's more than a man of God in my life. He has directed me. He is continually guiding me. He's like my brother, my husband, my father. And for all that the devil may have used me to do, I don't even think I deserve to have someone like that in my life. He sees beyond the visions I even have for myself. There are times that there are things that I hoped for years ago. I've even forgotten about them. I don't even think I deserve them again. There were even times that I even told myself that I'm not going to apply for any job. I'm not going to school again. I'm not going to even come in public because I have done this or that, and I'm a shame, I'm a disgrace. So I have to hide, lock up myself somewhere. And I've even gotten to the point of thinking of ending it all. And this was all the work of the devil, all works that was not supposed to be things that I would think of. But in all these things, all I tell myself is, there is someone out there, younger than me, more broken than me. But I have to go through all this so that one day I will meet that person and encourage that person. So that one day I would be here and I would have a story to encourage you. I wouldn't say so much. I wouldn't take too much of your time. But if you're going through something, don't lose your faith in God. Just put in your heart that all things will work for my good. It will be bad. It will be scary. It will be insulting. You will destroy things that you built with your own hands. But the God that you were dedicated to, if you're a parent out there, if you've not dedicated your child to God, do it now. If you have the opportunity now, dedicate yourself to God now, because there will be a time that God will remember the day you dedicated yourself to Him. He will remember that this is my daughter, this is my son, and I must not leave nor forsake her. You will go through the fiery place, but God will not leave you. God will not forsake you. My life is a testimony. I did not die. All the people that I I persecuted, all the people that I tormented, God in his own wisdom did not allow anybody to destroy my life, even though some had the capabilities. Because there are people that have tampered with some of them that their lives have ended. But I am here today talking to you, giving a testimony, glorifying God, thanking him, showing gratitude for all that he has taken me through and has brought me here. So if there's anyone that you feel like all is lost, do not feel that all is lost. You are just going through a place that you are going to use to empower someone tomorrow. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. And continue trusting in God. Just always simply trust in him. Amen.
Mo nyina motie ye nua ba afefe na sem no de eto akoma so ma ye nje nkrato emfri geisha ene yango hono momra ye ba ye ne benya enkomo twetwe enti yi wasum na twen. We will be right back.
Introducing new Sunlight 2-in-1. It gives you burst after burst after burst of long-lasting freshness. New Sunlight 2-in-1 for burst after burst of long-lasting freshness.
Imagine that this is you and this is your taxi. You can go wherever you want in it. Imagine that taxis are affordable because now they are. Order a ride via Yango.
We share celebrity pulpit. What Niama baby? Now, our mama is very emotional. Yeah, Niama and Crawford ekom. Sometimes internal issues. I ni muno. Ye sure moi. Ne ya kanya ye pebia keke. Ye sana ya ye hunu sana ya etia na. Enti utie ye nua Abena Korkor. Midin de Maame Grace. Na program we ye sponsored by Geisha and Yango. Menene kwa tuche nkomo. Kubisano. Abena. So hoye.
Amiadum.
A dempa na ubetimi aka about fame, TV, any social media damages ben and ubetimi aka se e costi ni pe betimi ama usuban asesa.
Niame can say in pain pino when you're someone on TV or social media when you're exposed nia ubeye bia na nia ubekim bia no. Eni because nipa no mo hwe no me nipa hodo no obia to me daneno to their interests to benefit them. Most of the time, media is for the people, but the same media again damages a lot of people. Because when there's a situation, me come masema, if there should be something that will happen, most of the time I have like a manic episode. But ubehuno anka asem nanka I know a see na me fan say me call hospital na e kosi ho anka no but we say media house be social media platform be blogger be wakotu asem ni baby adane in such a way say ni views kakra or painting and nani sika kakra or painting or bet damage in kofu bebre and it will just be Abena Korkor and maybe another gentleman, Abena Korkor and maybe another lady. But ayana yere if you say nipano ufi baby. Or you're associated to a company, to a family, to a business. Into you are just thinking of the clouds you get, but you are causing a lot of negative impact. But I will not even blame the people that even watch or listen to the media, the media for no how we put the story out. Na able to me angle be even it will incite a certain thinking in people. The media is very, very powerful. We are in a day and age where it's being used for a lot of negative and detrimental things than positive. But we are sanity. So all I'll say is I will encourage your platform, which is a good one. Like I didn't even know something like this existed until I was called. I hope there's more of it because the devil is at work. the negative people are at work.
Okay, enti Abena said ya woka no. Metewasio, but don't you think say won susu nipa na wasem obi akotwa baabi di abeto ho no. Wobetimi akele no. Than say won susu you try to explain yourself, and you are doing more and you are causing more harm to your own self.
Me funny say me dear ni say no. It is not usually when it happens. It's usually not. It usually is not in my power to, let's say, before my last episode, 30 seconds before I'll even post, I didn't know that is what I was going to do in the next 30 seconds. I didn't know that is what I was going to do. A man for baby have bipolar disorder. Obi wo hane de ba obe pipe ni TV. Obi wo hane de ba obe dwane akwa abonten. Me nkwa me days eba say na eba. Na me adum nti ebeba me menya relapse kra emba ne sabio. Obi hu asem me nya sure se me kan bio because na esi etwa bibi mu nyame adum nti etwa mu.
So you can say for sure say there are forces and so epia.
Oh yes, at the end of a medical condition, but
don't you think
bibi
don't you think alcohol na ye bibi wo wiase no?
Oh, enye alcohol. Alcohol ubetumi anom nsa. Ubetumi anom nsa aye ne ense se wo beye. But why sebe I am afọka say Abena Korkor oni mema bebre ada. Why particular people?
Anka me pon baby say then now you chicken ne one bomb mudin na fox no na bomb mudin.
Why some particular people? Enye bibia na metumi aka wan ha say. So what I say? Inti ni esese esinu esiewi inhyehyeye bia obi kwaye wo bibi o na opese ti asokodum pempem so bi no anu etwa
that forces no ya kwenchi no
anu etwa.
But you are sure that there
were times where as oba na nke se mi gina me nan so bompai ese mi gina me nan so chi akom na menye sa sisi ameye. So what I say sisi ameye inti bibia na nke betimi enya me ndra no.
Intimi enya wo.
Intimi nya me ochina.
The thing didn't go through you. You went through it.
I went through it out, and I've come out of ochina. Enye se ochina po sisi ayeti krampo no. Me show being crime. Me show be nyonye. In pai body aye bo ha yedidi agro. Me say na me train me ko Sunday answer na me Bible crime me bi. Uye Kristo ni anyoma bi wo ho a me fin di agro. Uye oba ho ofe, uye oba unimade, bema ho ofe, bema unimade. The blessing you have is going to be also a curse for you, and you have to rise up and break any curses that will be associated with it.
Okay, let's take this one. You see, TV is one of the powerful tools. But me, my catcher me man say so be a nyani sika nwie ya ma omba TV so. Because there are calls when you receive, you know that I yet to say obi owo TV biya so no. Me fan say 99% there ufrena ni sika pa obeba beda. Na waji sika na ko. Experience kakra menya no and no na make no. So do you think TV and this thing too can also push you into these things?
Oh, and sheda enye TV per se. And na make us sometimes no one kasa ni ye bia obefa your values as a person. It's a numbers never end. Uyesi Kenya kosi saying billionaire zilonia na unyesi because uye millionaire and zilonia betimi afre o sebra me was zillion ma. Inti it is not about the money I will be answer. It is the values you have yourself. It is the mindset you have. And when you are when you are outside, you don't have anything guiding you. You don't have any principles you walk by. Anything will sway you. You are always going to be looking for the next high. There has to be a point where you will be content with yourself. Say, "Adie we mean it."
So it simply means everybody need a guardian in this industry.
Yeah, like you need like a physical, a spiritual, mentally. And na enyoma bi wo hɔ there's one thing every time near aye ma insem bebre mu twene say sometimes we feel say obi hu nyame, obi ye pin, obi ye skinny, and you may be wa. Own to me ye bium, and I say, you may be wa. And say, Banaqui bium. As far as you are human, let's go back to David. David in the Bible, King David. King David was a king. Sika ben noni, a young ben na oni, girlfriends ben na oni. Ujina ne balcony, and no who's a byway be jare. And an hoye ne fe. And yes, and why I see a army general be near it. No, say army general, more funny in koshe in nimho. And you no be kunim dear bats or coin him on papa ni we na or come or bano. What face will be son and say, oh, will be one be na. You know that story. So it's not about you having money. It's not about you having power.
Control.
Na nyoma be jai.
The control.
The control. And sometimes it's just by the favor of God. Because there are some things, God in his own wisdom, they say everything will work for our good. He will allow some things to happen. You will go through the deepest parts. You'll be broken. So that his glory will be shown. Obibeka say, maybe the things that I've gone through, Obibeka say, I'm not going to say no, like she's finished. She's not going to get married. She's not going to get any job. She's not going to get any favor anyway. Do you understand? But God in his own wisdom is doing and is going to do beyond my imagination.
That's
even
what I said. You went through it to become a great somebody. So let's talk about your emotional trauma and what you went through and when everything was crashing down on you. What were you feeling at that moment? Maybe somebody is going through that same thing right now.
Nyameka say me bomb pie say nya all go through anything because there are times where you are broken. Just say I have gone down to negative before. I didn't have strength on my own, but God placed some vital people in my life to be my strength, like my mother, like the man I spoke about in my life right now. There was a relapse be a minyai obi a fremia or kasa minim now mikra minim ni nti a me ye nti what explanation will I give you say this is why I did this
that moment I'm spiritual
me who ne phone call me say he's just coming to say don't call me again or frame me or say me marafi edru fie afo bisa me announce stories na girl we friend and I'm say I dey abranti e na ekos no hu ya na said do you understand? And it even helped. It took my mind off everything because at that time I was scared. I say, like the past one is gone. What to be at least you are reconnecting with boosting and for you are talking to them. Then you go and do this again. Like who will even listen to you again? There are people like me. There was a point that I said, me in school, me in you. God has placed people in my life that are begging me, say, me in school. Like me ye be kokoto forms me fele me fanko makoto forms me fele me fanko and still God like I've gotten to the point where I've decided that I will go to school, but like sometimes me dream I'm like why haven't these people given up on me? Why do they still have hope in me? Say meet me at school and they want to invest that so much. Like there are times that you'll be low. I just pray that sometimes there's nothing you can do yourself. But I just pray that when you're in your low moments, God will make provision.
Yeah.
Will make provision. It can be someone in your family, it could be someone at your workplace. I just pray God will make provision for you.
You are watching Celebrity Pulpit. So your last words. Let me ask this, then you say your last words, then we are done. Those you stepped on their toes. When you were talking, you kept saying, say, are you going back to talk to them, especially those names you put on social media and all that? Are you going to call them one by one, or you are just praying in the room for God to touch base with them?
I want to reconnect with them and one by one, get connected to them. But I'll say that God should give me the strength. God should give me the wisdom to do it right, because me name damage am my towards to be me in kofubi wo I will never, not even associated to this. There are some people I stay away from. So if it's God's will, so I have to connect with these people again, it will be, I'm sure if I go back, it's going to be worse. Maybe because there are most of the people that I see, me who won't say, there were people that I was supposed to have profitable projects with. Do you understand? Your bow home if I remember saying I know be dance and when was on home. So what I say, remember saying like Obadie, one man is enough for you. One man is enough for you. And it's a then I'll show when you find that man that is supposed to be your man, all those things you will get
That's
when you
the
be
point.
content.
Everybody has his
When
or her
you are
own.
just lost and you are wondering, that is when you feel like
Okay.
you need everybody
So
in your life.
now advise the youth, those who especially don't have jobs to do, especially almost slave queens, chase you, advise them because you've gone in and out and you know what is there.
I would say, first of all, bompire and ask for wisdom from God. Because nyame deɛ ɔyɛ ne nneɛma wɔ very different ways. Me will be cry. The main purpose say anke say ye date. Sisi anipa ne cry you obi otumi fo. Until you might be going say oh me kwakɔ ye say, but God can change things around. When you look at the Bible, God did not use like holy people. Look at Mary Magdalene. Look at Rahab. Look at the woman at the well. So God uses the things that we think are nothing. God will use ways that you think, way, dear, is demeaning. It's a say. It's me, kase, who you be, now you are a slave queen, you sleep with men for money. You are doing drugs, you are doing what? Me, kase, sanyomanya, me jai. I still struggle with some of these things. There are times that I feel like, oh, I need this thing. I have to call this person to go and do this and get this from the person. So it's a daily struggle. Obi diye yansanom, obi diye we no, like you know the things that you are not supposed to do, but you are struggling with them. You need guidance from God. You need people around you who will always put you on track. It is not easy. It's not, and yet say, oh, sorry, that cry, not a jai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, we celebrate you today on Celebrity
Thank you.
Pulpit. My name is Maame Grace. In one word, apologize to everybody. Those you know you've stepped on their toes. Those you don't know, take advantage and apologize and then sign off.
So, many opportunity to make apologies. I would say before I even go ahead to make the apologies, I want everybody to know that when someone is appointed a leader, when somebody is made a husband, when somebody is made a wife or an influential person, it doesn't mean the person is spanking clean. Most of the time, our leaders fail to be leaders because the people that look up to them know. Yeah, my space to fall and get forgiveness. But once you will fall. And when you fall, sometimes it doesn't take away your leadership. It doesn't take away what God has purposed for you to do. There are so many Obibeka say the Abena de in paying phone kwani ekukudam phone kwana on ubo mudi and say bibi. All these times that things were going on, there are times that I feel say nipano bibi kotwa esesa oma na adwin ebaso. As much as I am apologizing, there are things that there are people in positions, there are people in power. Instead of saying yebe direct see youth no one yoma be hono. We take advantage of the situation. Because there are some people if they were standing on their feet as leaders, if they were standing on their feet as fathers, they were standing on their feet as people to direct me. Because I was like, as young as 25, I didn't know my left from my right. I was also trying to be a leader. So even most of them, I was attracted to them because nipa way, no matter what, I say, oh, politics there, oh, people are almost the crook means and a code through. But whatever it is now, wapim a code through. He's been able to win. So there's something you can learn from that person. So most of the time, I'm attracted to obi a metumi esua bibi efi ne nkyɛn. Mpanyinfoɔ no bebree wɔn bɛka no kora kyerɛ wɔn. Most of my first conversations with them is about my SRC projects, my mental health projects. But yenim baby a we coaching to hase. Answer ye me mfom so. Answer me ko na me mini skirts na ye short dodo. Answer na bibi. Anase me a me share me fa A na ye me si o ma me fa B na me hwe na ekuti sa. So what I say. So no matter what has happened, ni ameka cho mo say monso monhwe mo na monto yi. Because in my me dear sans and sem me mu enti biom. But there are more beautiful girls coming. There are more of you that are still scavenging for the younger girls.
They are scavenging from them.
So it's more of like, know where you are going. And you have not beka ochna somebody else. And sure can will be dream. Or back account some small face be but ebe bre will be biase. Ebe cha be amount. There are leaders that will be celebrated for generations. Look at King David, he's dead and gone. King Solomon, he's dead and gone. You are a king now, you're a leader today. But because of the things you are doing, when you die, your name will die with you. Nobody will remember you. Think of the legacy you want to leave behind. The people that are vulnerable that come to you. See how you will treat them. See how you relate with them. But just in case, a lot of people feel I took advantage of them, or I did something, tried to destroy them. If that's what you have in mind, I take this opportunity to say, I am sorry, I apologize. In the deepest parts of my heart, that is not how I want to be noted in your life. I can only build on it in a positive way. And I hope you also see it that way. Next time, Michelle will be na yendin komo. Na yen share baby papa me aye. Let's let the bygones be bygones. And let's let the glory. Oh yeah, let the glory of the Lord prevail.
Yo, enti omo ministers anam payinfo no omo adane omo hum vultures no omo scavengers no omo tu nkrofo tonga rough no. See omo nye leaders papa. You've really spoken well. Honestly, and I wish you well. Seriously, I wish you well. And the American say, "Baby, I will do no and chawani bium." And once so no, ufa phone now we be record the pair. Now wakai.
Say
social media.
Bium. This whatever it is something of the past. In Sibium, I will make sure at first when we have this conversation, I can make us say me kampo me nim say be Sibiuma. Now I have the conviction.
You are so sure.
I am so sure. I have put things in place. Not just me. I have an army behind me. Putting things in place that ain't Sibium. Like there are people that only make us me can put me nim campo say now I know say ain't Sibium. There are times I didn't know. Now I'm very sure
that
it's not going to happen again.
Bro, someone can say background. Oh, okay. We'll put you on the whole armor of God. Na nyankopon so ene obewo wakasa so well. Na I wish you well. We will all pray with you. Inti mo de montena ho na momfa mo position. Na mo nane mo ho mpete. Na mo de montutu nkrofo tonga. No say mo bewu na mo de mudin akwanya me na mekaye. And I'm also taking this advantage na mada Abena Korkor maame ase oye maame papa sa nhira no febi to me nso so me so menye maame papa ma memma. And na obema na wo na bra bomu no nso no. Why are there onyankopon enhyira na menko baby aye bompa de osoro boba de to so baby agine bia utu anamo a entu. You are watching Celebrity Pulpit and my name is Maame Grace. Same time next week Celebrity Pulpit will come your way once again. Abena Korkor, we celebrate you, we love you, and we are with you. See you next week.